I'll tell you the best days of my life, shall I? The best time of my life was when you wouldn't remember, you're too young. Do you remember the doodle bugs? No, they used to be flying bombs that the Germans used to launch at England in the 1940s. I think the places were in France or somewhere like that, along that coast somewhere. And the Spitfires used to fly alongside them, and they used to tip their wings underneath these flying bombs' wings, and it would go down in the sea then if they were lucky. They were full of explosives, you see. And we used to have films, you know, but this particular time we had the film before supper. Otherwise we could have all been seriously killed, couldn't we? Because it blew all the windows out. It landed about a quarter of a mile away, but it still blew all the windows out. I had 6 weeks holiday, I was delighted. I wished it would have come again. I never went home for half terms or anything like that, you see. It was only for the main thing, because the wages were very poor in my day. When the doodle bug blew up, they got us up about, I don't know, must have been round about midnight, I suppose, and we had to get dressed and walk in Chertsey there to some hall or other and sleep there. And then the next day they gave me a train ticket and I went home. Oh, I was delighted. The German plane coming over one time, he panicked and dropped his bombs, didn't he? And one bomb landed in the middle of the road, and that was the main road the bus took to go to Weston-super-Mare, so we couldn't go to Weston-super-Mare then. When I went to Spain, my wife died. She died up here in Prince Charles. She died of cancer. February the 1st, 2012, I took her to see the cancer specialist, you know, the Macmillan cancer specialist. They x-rayed her chest. They said, "You're doing very well. The cancer shrunk." And 5 weeks later she was dead. Oh. It went to the head. Oh. And they knew she had cysts on the brain, and they didn't do anything about it. We were old, you know. I'm 84, you see. I was 11 years older. She'd been dead 5 years, so I was 79. 68 she was. I worked on a farm. I used to cycle 4.5 miles in the morning, come home for dinner. That was another 4.5 miles, and back again, another 4.5 miles and back again. So it was 18 miles a day on a bicycle, just to go to work for £4 a week. Used to milk the cows. You didn't milk them by hand, so hands were smooth, you see, from the milk and the acid. Your hands get very smooth. Used to take the cows out, used to take the bull out as well. Always took a dog with me though. He didn't like the dog because the dog used to bite his heels, you see. He didn't like the dog at all. He always took the dog and a stick. But one day when I was late going in for work, the foreman took the bull out and the bull had him. I think he broke his ribs. He had him up against the fence anyway. Yeah, got blamed for that, for not being in work on time and taking the bull out. I mean, he was a foreman, he should have known better. I was only 16, wasn't I? Who don't know any better at 16. I read the papers every day, see, they're free here. I'm the only one that reads it really, because all the others go to sleep, don't they? They're all older than me, they're all old women. Well, the one I sit next to, she's 94. And the one that's next to her, I think she's 88 or 89, I'm not sure. Oh God, yes, I'm the youngest.